Punabu Kuramjari, today's topic, understanding non-violence and global peace in the 21st century. Let us see. This sentence we can classify two types. Number one is the non-violence and peace. In this case, cause is non-violence is considered as a cause and peace considered as an effect. Cause and effect is a very important to discuss or to analyze in any symposium or in any debate, in any kind of discussion. Regarding as a political philosophy, we consider means as the cause and end considered as a effect. Means and ends are the important term we are going to discuss, particularly today's topic, understanding non-violence and global peace even in the 21st century. Let us see. First and foremost, means and ends are both singular and plural sense. Means what to say, a method for doing something, whereas ends means to achieve something is our desired goal. Many political philosophers interpreted differently about the means and ends. Let us see. As a matter of fact, everybody knows human wants are unlimited, so that the distinction boundary in between the means and ends are very difficult to draw. Let us see, according to the different political philosophers mentioned, there are three quotes. The first quote, we can remember the first quote. The ends justify. The end justify the means. This is the first quote. Second quote. The end do not justify the means. Third quote. The means justify the end. Right from the beginning, I say means and ends are both singular and plural sense. So we can write down such type of the three quotes to the young mind, I like to say. For the explanation here, the end justify the means mean the outcome is good. The means method should be neglected because end justify the means. For example, let us see. A candidate won the election due to malpractice or illegal fund. In this case, implies that the end justifies the means. This quote is quoted by the first modern political thinkers, namely Niccolo Machiavelli, mentioned that this quotation, the end justifies the means. Second thing, this quotation, let us see, the ends do not justify the means. That means outcome of the result is very good, but methodology or means is not fair way. This statement or this quote is already indicate that such quotation is quoted by the profound political philosophers such as Immanuel Kant. Let us see. Immanuel Kant, number one. Number two, Jeremy Bentham. Second one. Third one, William Rose. Fourth one, Aristotle, father of political science. These four profound political philosophers as well as scientists mention the second quote. Then let us see another more example. For example, let us see a team won the big game due to unfair manner. Their outcome of the reason is very good. Of course, they are practicing unfair manner. This quote is implied that. Then the third quotation, the means justify the end. In this quotation implies that means and ends are equally important and interdependent one is others. For example, let us see. A team won the big game due to their hard labor and struggle and team spirit. In this case, both the ends and means are equally good. This statement mentioned that. This statement mainly profound by the Gandhism. Gandhi always rejected the first quotation, the end justify the means, because he focuses on virtue. Virtue is his own reward and knowledge. Then in this case, we can quote one of the great political philosophers. Socrates also mentioned that virtue is knowledge, vice is ignorance. To the young mind, just you remember these three quotations. On the other hand, Gandhism implies that means implies about the ahimsa or non-violence and N means saita or truth. He mentioned that, Gandhi mentioned that the end never justification, means always justification. That is why the means justify the end. It is quite relevant in the modern age of the technology age. Then another more important thing is that Gandhi always rejected the dichotomy between means and end. So Gandhi always rejected the end justify the means. In one hand, Marxist philosophers also mentioned that ends and the means are dialectically interdependent. It is obviously said that means can be justified only its end. This is the statement of the Marxist philosophers. From the different philosophers remark that different opinion, different perspective, different quotation. From this point of view, we can say that as a sum up, ends and the means are very important. They are not different entities. They are the same entities because ends and the means can be convertible from one each other according to the different position, different time and place. This is a introductory part of my topic on understanding non-violence and global peace in the 21st century. Secondly, I would like to highlight about the important concept, ideas about the understanding non-violence and global peace. Secondly, I would like to say that non-violence and peace are the two sides of the same coin. These two terms are complementary and supplementary one each other. Nowadays, the situation is very tough. In this situation, only the philosophy of non-violence can get peace without any harm to the others, even in the 21st century nuclear age. This is my important point I would like to highlight on this topic. From this perspective, I would like to introduce some, norms of there are 9 different forms of the non-violence. There are 9 forms of non-violence. Let us see one by one. Let us see one by one. This is my second observation. 9 forms of non-violence. 9 forms of non-violence. The first one, non-resistant. Second one is resolution. Then third one is non-decision. Fourth one is moral resistant. Then the fifth one is non-violent direct action. Sixth one is non-violent rebellion. Seventh one is selective non-violence. Eighth one is active reconciliation. Ninth one is satyagraha, we should say. And these non-decision, instead of non-decision, we can say peaceful resistance. Peaceful resistant. These 9 forms of non-violence. 9 forms of non-violence, I would like to explain some ideas I would like to explain about the central idea to understand the young learner. Non-violence, non-resistant. Non-resistant means to do something against the, say, opponent or against the government to understand my ideas and my thought without any kind of violence. This is called non-resistant. For example, sit in protest to understand the problem to the government or to the opponent. Non-resolution, peaceful resistance. This also example of the, what to say, sit in protest, rally, and Hizarat. There are so many examples are there to understand the opponent, to understand the government, for my ideas, for my thought, then convincing power without any violence, without any conflict. Then the moral resistance is also a kind of resistance do against the opinion without any violence. Say, for example, fasting. I am suffering during the time of the fasting to understand my problem, to my opinions. I myself suffering, and because of the suffering, to understand my problem to the others. This is the moral resistance. Non-violent direct action means human sense. For example, we do something by the help of the human sense to understand my ideas, to express anything, what I am doing, these things to understand the government or to the opponent. This is called non-violent direct action. Non-violent revolution. This is a very important boycott. Say, I am doing something to understand the others by boycotting, to understand my ideas, my feeling, my opinion, my expression without any speak, to understand the others without violence. This is called non-violent revolution. And here, seventh one, selective non-violence. Selective non-violence is also one of the very important one of the 9 form of the non-violence, means no participating in any violent conflict. This is called selective non-violence. Nowadays, this form of non-violence is very important and relevant. Next, active reconciliation. Active reconciliation means understanding the problem of the two sides. It may be government or it may be non-government. It may be two sides. There are dispute in the locality. There are two sides. So understanding between the two sides, and without any say action of the violence, to settle down the problem by the means of non-violence, to understanding between the two sides. This is called, what to say, diplomatic say resolution, or diplomatic, what to say, settle down. These things also very important nowadays. Say, for example, let us cite it about Russia and Ukraine. Say, violent conflict is going on with effect from 24 say February 2022 till now is going on. In that juncture, we can apply about the active reconciliation. And next, Satyagraha. Satyagraha is a very important, say, what to say, weapon of the, say, example of the non-violence. By the help of the Satyagraha, India got independent. Actually, it should be launched by the Mahatma Gandhi during the freedom movement. Everybody knows it. The young learner also know very well. So, Satyagraha, it means that stand firmly for the truth. That means, in other sense, in a simple sense, we say that we stood only for the truth. Because God is truth, truth is God. The another important thing is that God is truth. Truth is God. This is a very important words what the Gandhi quoted. From these different, what you say, form of the non-violence we can apply in accordance with the situation, in accordance with the different atmosphere, different place, different mentality. We can solve, we can settle down the problem, what the problem was happening nowadays in around globe. Everything can be solved easily through the process of the non-violence. This is the very important part. I'd like to say the another important thing is that peace is the way of life. Peace is the way of life, especially for the courageous people. Courageous people love the nature of the beauty, the nature of the world, the nature of the things and the life, everything. So without peace, man cannot survive on the earth. That is why this topic, non-violence and global peace in the 21st century, to understand to the young learners, it is very, very important thing is that it is much, powerful than the violence. Then another more important thing is that, let us remember, the philosophy of non-violence can get global peace without any harm, without any conflict, without any, any difficult happen in our life. That is why non-violence and global peace are very important and relevant chapter of today's 21st century. That is why I discuss to the young learner topic on understanding non-violence and global peace in the 21st century. This is the very most important body of this topic. Next, my concluding part. My concluding part, I like to say, though scientific and technological knowledge, man can go to the moon. In the same case, like this, we have faced many problems, such as socio-economic problem on the earth. We cannot face because we do not much interest toward the socio-economic issues we have faced on the earth. Our idea is really interested on the what is called the ideas of the astronomy, the ideas of the warfare and so on. Then let us just remember about this case. Regarding this viewpoint, India has also spent a lot of expenditure on defense. As per record, in the year of 2021 and 22, spent more than 4 crores of rupees. Then in the year of 2022 and 23, has also expanded more than the previous year. Then from this perspective, we can say that we expend a lot of expenditure on the name of the security of the nation. Because of the philosophy of the non-violence, it can be simply waste of money. If we are really interested in non-violence, we don't need much amount of expenditure in our budget. From this point of view, we came to know that one of the biggest budget of the each and every year must be the defense budget. So it can be very, very important to discuss to the young learners. Then another more interesting point is that nowadays Russia and Ukraine violent conflict is going on. I have already mentioned earlier. Then it can lead another third world war. Then such a tragic event lead to land of desert. Instead of that, the philosophy of the non-violence can lead global peace through dialogue, through resolution, without power politics, such as anarchism, fascism, Nazism, capitalism, Marxism, and what is monarchism, etc. Now, let us see one of the more example. This is my last point I'd like to say. Vladimir Putin, president of the Russia, launched the military operation in the name of the militarization, the Nazism of Ukraine. So there were so many bloodshed, there are so many unexpected events are there because of the power politics. We apply non-violence, philosophy of non-violence, we can get easily global peace. Peace is the way of life. Such a valuable word, I would like to conclude my point. Thank you all. Minute